Hello and welcome to Attraction Faction Episode 12. My name is Tyler.
My name's Katrina.
And this is our look at theme parks, attractions, and entertainment in Southern California. And thank you for joining us very much. Welcome. And what's going to be on this week's episode, Katrina?
Well, we're going to take a look at new additions to the Disneyland Resort. Then we're going to take a quick snack break over at the Hearthstone Lounge in the Granite Bornean Hotel and Spa. Then we're going to take a look at the 5 cool places to go at the Disney California Adventure.
That's right. It's getting pretty warm out there. Summer has hit officially, but first things first, let's talk about this cool Inside Out pre-parade that actually, as you can see, has even fire included on Anger there. But yeah, what did you think about the pre-parade?
I love Disgust. I don't know. I love the way her head moves.
She looks just like from the movie.
Yeah, everything looks so real.
Yeah. And, you know, they're just like animatronics. They're just puppets, and they look really amazing. And they're basically, you can go and see the full video on our channel, and I'll link it in the cards, but they basically are just talking to each other and having a nice little conversation. It's actually pretty humorous, so go and check that out. It's pretty fun. And we ended up seeing the movie yesterday, too, and we both thought it was really good, right? And especially, like, the lava part in the beginning, which is, the little you know, Pixar always does a little short before the movie, and that was a great little short as well. So I would definitely suggest checking this movie out. I think you would too, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, there's a lot of good emotions in this whole movie.
There's a lot of heart.
You never know what you're gonna feel next. In
Yeah.
a way, you know what I mean?
That's true.
You go through all the emotions.
It's corny, but it's true. And then another new addition to the Disneyland Resort recently is the All-American College Band is back. And it's led by Dr. Ron McCurdy, as always. He's been doing it for about 15 years now. And he's a USC professor. So all these kids, they're from all different colleges, and they're all really talented people. I mean, yeah.
They play all these different kinds of music. Right now, this part they're just doing a jazz set, which is actually really cool.
Yeah, a lot of times they'll actually be in the streets at Disneyland or whatnot, but here it was a little more subdued. They played a couple Disney songs and a couple just like they played like a George Gershwin song as well. They played like and also I Can't Wait to Be King, like just jazzified.
Yeah. But
it was really good, and check out the full video on our channel as well for that.
And then we're going to take a look at the AntMan exclusive movie sneak peek in 3D over where Bug's life is.
Yeah, and it was pretty cool. I mean, the only thing they really had, the only thing that I could really film is this anthill thing, and then as well on the inside they had the suit. But it was a pretty good little preview because it didn't really show much story stuff, so I appreciated that. It just was more of like the action. So there was a couple good little scares in there, and it was pretty good. I'm excited for the movie, I think.
And then we're going to head over to the Grand Californian Hotel and Spa to look at their brand new Sleeping Beauty Castle Cake.
Yeah, I think it's mostly actually Rice Krispie treats, but it's still impressive nonetheless. This is all edible. They even use their regular little glow cubes to brighten up the inside. Katrina noticed. Very good eye. And apparently, I mean, when we got this shot, it was so we came back later, and the bakery, I guess the lead on this cake was out there, and she said that it was kind of unfinished when they brought it out. So she was still doing touches. We'll see that in a second. But as you can see, all edible, all really amazing stuff. And there's even some hidden Mickeys on it, and I'll point out a couple of those in a second. And I haven't even shown Katrina them yet, so she'll get to see them as well. Oh, here we go. On the bottom left, you can see Mickey right there on the left shield. I didn't notice these until I went back and watched this footage again, to be honest with you. So, but and then there's another one. If you look on the bottom right of this turret here, I saw somebody pointing it out, but I didn't really see it in person. But if you look on the bottom right of the turret, you can see a little tiny Mickey right there.
Oh, yeah.
You might have to go back. Anyway, here she was the lead baker on this, and
that's awesome.
Yeah, she did a lot of hard work. She said even, you know, everybody please respect this stuff, because she even mentioned that, like, when they did the gingerbread for Christmas, yeah, that some people took pieces off of it and stuff, so that's
very
just
rude.
Yeah, very very unrefined behavior, but anyway, as you can see, she's doing touch-ups and making it look beautiful, and this is just really cool in my opinion. I love when they do this special stuff.
Yeah, and they changed the little 60 sign too in the front. I noticed from the picture they posted from when we filmed. They changed that little 60 emblem that's on top and on the banner, the front entrance of the castle.
Yeah, well, so here's some of the
So
tools she was working on with, and yeah, very amazing work. She even had a little blowtorch going there, and yeah, very impressive stuff. And she was hoping that everybody loved it. So yeah, definitely. Next up, Hearthstone Lounge, which is actually right next to where the cake is. We've never been here before, and it was a really nice, relaxing lounge, and it's right in the lobby of the Grand Californian. So, and as you can see, there's some really nice woodwork and stuff. Yeah, what do you think of the whole place, Katrina? Is it nice environment for you?
yeah, it's like a good little escape. You know, you don't really know it's there when you walk into
It
the
is kind
Grand
of off to the
Californian.
corner, yeah.
So when you walk in, it's really cool. It's very Northern California esque feel.
Yeah, definitely, just like the rest. And then there's even like a smoking area for all you guys out there that like to smoke. And I mean, it's near this nice fireplace, so if you can handle the smoke, it's a nice place to relax. But here's the menu. It's very small. They've just got a few appetizers, and it's kind of not that. It's not very gluten free friendly, not very gluten allergy friendly. We didn't ask if they had gluten free flatbread, but they might. I don't know. The sticky ribs are not. They might even have bread for the sliders. We didn't ask that either. We should check that next time. But I ended up getting the sticky ribs, which have soy in them, so they're not gluten free. And the slaw was kind of strange. It had a seasoning to it that I couldn't really pick out, and it had cucumbers and stuff, which are not my favorite to be honest. But the ribs were good. They were a little bit like moist, kind of fall aparty, but so that's good. But very sesame kind of taste to it. So yeah, overall sweet and sesame kind of barbecue, I would say.
All right, and then let's kick off the top 5 places to go.
Top 5 places to cool off.
And we chose obviously Carthay Circle. It's a really good place when you're able to get in when it's not too busy to kind of just relax, get some air conditioning, sit down with your kids, grab a drink, even some snacks. All in all, it's a good place to go. It's a good vibe. I love the music.
And out of all the bars in California Adventure, I believe it's the only one indoors. So
There you go.
yeah, so
Plus side.
it's a good place to relax and take a load off, definitely. Uh, and the decor is, you know, obviously we've showed it before, but it's really nice and brings back just a time of, I don't know, when Walt Disney was still around. I would say. I mean, there's even lots of pictures of him everywhere, and even a funny little thing, which is they have the program for. So the Carthay Circle was a theater where they launched Snow White. They basically had a world premiere of Snow White there, and now they've turned it into this restaurant. But you can look at the prices for like the filet mignon dinner. Like look at that. I would definitely pay that for a filet mignon at this point. But.
Yeah, well, this point, not that back then.
Well,
I'm sure it was very expensive.
Well, you never know. I don't know how expensive that was then either. But there's some of the things they'll put in your drinks for you. And next up, the Disney Animation Building. And yeah, this room. You want to talk about this room?
Air conditioned. No.
Yeah, no, air
so
conditioning.
it's a really cool place. I mean, obviously, little kids just running around. It's a good place to take a load off. Also, throughout the time you're waiting, different songs will come on. Like you can see, there's Up, and you can see how they kind of just had like little pieces of animation and how it just got brought to life. And then they had like Tangled and Pinocchio, things like that. So it's cool to see their art, how they created this.
It's a lot of concept art and a lot of art that they use to build these movies that you love. And, obviously everybody remembers this scene from Up, which is just heartbreaking, but is also just really sets up the movie so well. But you can see where they did their work, and seeing even some of the really old stuff like Lady and the Tramp is really nice. And you can sit there for a while and not see the same movies for a long time. So it's good to just there's like lots of couches and stuff, and it's good to just take it in and just really enjoy that air conditioning.
And this part's really cute because when they did the Tangled, they had like little suns going around. But also you can go to the, what is it called? The Sorcerers Workshop.
Yeah, Sorcerers Workshop. They have these little side rooms. This one's about animation. So they show you these what they are called zoetropes, and they also give you pieces of paper where you can make your own animations if you'd like to. But you can just spend your time spinning these things and looking at the cool little animations. And this room's really neat. These rooms are cool because of the theming.
The theming is really awesome, and also it keeps your kids busy if they want to keep moving and you just kind of want to relax.
Yeah.
And it's cool to play around with these little things, especially with this. Like there's only 2 pictures, and you spin them together and you get 1 picture.
Yeah, you have Tinkerbell on one side, Captain Hook on the other, and you spin it real fast, and it makes them both look on the same side. But they even have the mirror on the wall. And then they have another room, which is the Beast's library, and you saw the fire go out there, and it kind of goes through this cycle where sometimes it's like the nice library, and sometimes it's the cursed library. So it's really cool. Another place to kind of sit and hang out for a good 10 minutes maybe, and see what happens.
Yeah, and you see the petal drop slowly.
Oh yeah,
in the rose.
It's some cool stuff, and then and there's even a little game in here for you to play.
To see what character are you. So you got to answer some questions and take a picture of yourself. But the one that I was using wasn't really working very well, so I kind of just guessed a little bit.
She was slamming on it, but yeah.
Yeah, and then I turned out to be Mrs. Incredible.
Well, spoiler alert, that wasn't up next. But so it tells you what character you're going to be, and it's fun and everything. And yeah, it's a nice place to relax, like we said. Another cool place to get out of the heat. And this one is a little bit different. There's no air conditioning. This is the Grizzly Peak recreation area. There isn't even actually that much seating, to be honest. And all the seating is kind of in the smoking area, which I'm saying stay away from. But this one is just, I think this is kind of the most beautiful area of the park.
It's a good scenic route if you want to just kind of walk slowly, get some damp, cool air on you from the waterfall.
Yeah, not many people walk through here, so it's like if you need to get away
dead
from the crowd and you're just like, oh, just get away, crowd. I need some breaks from you.
Yeah.
But enjoy the sound of the water coming through. Enjoy like watching people get soaked on the ride. There's always some enjoyment to be found in this whole area. There's even a cat that comes out from time to time. Over on that bank that we're looking at right now, over on the shore. So, see if you can see that beautiful little cat too. So, another nice place to cool off. And next
is the alfresco tasting terrace. This is a good place that we usually go to upstairs. Kind of just get a really nice view. It's very quiet. You get away from the theme park hustle. And then we just grab a glass of wine or a beer and order some appetizers and just sit back, relax, enjoy the music and the scenery, Yeah, it's a good breeze that comes through up there.
Yeah, they only have beer and wine, but they have things like Frito misto, and they have shrimp and sausage, and they have charcuterie.
Bites, like little arancini bites.
Oh yeah, little arancini, little mini arancinis, and then they even have, this is the nice view that you can see from the patio, sort of, if you take a look, but then they also have your little
beef sliders.
Yeah, beef sliders.
These are gluten-free. He wasn't hungry, so I got them all to myself. So they changed the bread around, so it's a nice white bread with tri-tip and with a horseradish aioli and microgreens.
Yeah, and it's not too horseradishy, so if you're not the biggest fan, like Katrina's not the biggest fan of horseradish, but she likes it. And
guilty.
And I think they'll give you 3 if you get the regular sliders. But this bread was actually bigger, so they gave her 2.
But very filling.
Yeah, very filling. And it's a pretty decent deal, I think. And the last place on our stop of cool spots to relax is going to be the Garden Grill kind of, I guess it's like the Paradise Pier Garden area. And it's near Garden Grill. It's near, I can't remember, Boardwalk Pizza or something I think it's called. And, you can sit and have a slice or sit and get some Mediterranean food and enjoy music in the shade here. There's like tons of trees, and there's always a different band playing, and these guys are really good. These are the Ellis Island Boys, and they also have like mariachi divas, like all different, like kind of different walks of music. It's kind of cool.
Oh yeah.
So
this is cool because we never really seen the Ellis Island Boys before.
yeah.
So it was cool to kind of sit down and kind of just listen to all their different songs.
Oh yeah, you got to be into any band that has a washboard. I mean,
that guy was awesome.
you see the dude at the washboard and you're like, well, I can get behind this band, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
So
can't go wrong with a man in Argyle and
Yeah.
a washboard.
yeah, that's true too. Yeah. So anyway, that's gonna do it for episode 12 of Attraction Faction.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for joining us, everybody. It's been real fun making these episodes, and we hope you enjoy them. So thank you very much. If you'd like to follow us on Twitter or like us on Facebook.
Facebook. Subscribe to us on YouTube.
Yeah.
Check out our new website, attractionfaction.net.
Yep.
And we definitely are getting up some new food blog stuff
Oh,
that
yeah,
I'm going to
bunch-
try to write up with new pictures so you can get a closer look at the menus.
We've got a bunch of new food blogs waiting in the wings thanks to Katrina, so they'll be out very shortly.
Just give me some time.
Okay.
Anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. My name's Katrina.
I am Tyler. Thank you very much. Have a good night. See you next week.